day of the game, like in 5 minutes, from my apartment to the inside of the stadium. It's a nice little walk, so perfect.
When you're walking, are you a podcast guy, music guy, or are you just in your own thoughts?
Well, if short walk, like to go to the stadium, just in my own thoughts, also because it's the day of the game. But normally, I like a lot to walk. I like to go to the seawall and walk, and I'm a big podcast guy when I walk. Yeah.
Favorite podcast?
Well, there's a couple of podcasts, Italian podcasts about history, and I really love the couple of CBC podcasts, Canadian about true crime, cold cases, those kind of things.
Not my wheelhouse.
one of the that I listened recently is A Death in Cryptoland. It's very good.
You love that kind of stuff. When we were in San Fran, all you want to do was go visit Alcatraz.
Yeah, it's true.
You do love all that kind of stuff. But while we walk here, let's talk a little bit about the Whitecaps as a whole.
Sure.
This year, I met you at the starting of the year as the director of methodology, and we chatted a little bit about the U23s and what your dream was to build from the young generation up to the first team. And then you get that nod. You get that knock when you don't even know what's going on. Can you talk a little bit about what this year has meant to you?
Well, it's been a crazy year, to be honest. I started the season I was in the first team the year before as an assistant. I wanted to do a different role, and the club actually created this new role for me because to use my skill set in order to work with the young players and also with the coaches of the academy. That's a thing that I really love, to coach the coaches. But at the same time, I also took this role because it was like kind of a training role in order to be in a leadership position for in the future being a head coach. Mm-hmm. But I thought the future was going to happen like in 2 or 3 years, not in 5 months or 6 months like it happened. And when the occasion came, when actually there was the change of the coach, and they asked me to step up. It was a little bit crazy, but I tried to do my best.
When they say you get that call up, you have to do the best you can, and you know what? It obviously paid off. The team made it into the playoff in the last game of the season. So much excitement, obviously a crazy year, and I'm going to say this joke. I think you're going to like it. The cat's out of the bag. We're going to drop that interim. We're going to drop that acting, and you've become the head coach of the Vancouver Whitecaps. What does this mean to you?
Well, it means a lot. It's when I started coaching, it's my dream, of course, was to coach a team in the major league, in whatever it was, being in Italy, in any country, and coach at the top level professionally. Of course, it's kind of the fulfillment of the first part of quote-unquote dream, and also it means a lot because it means that the club put faith in me, put trust in me, and they want me to lead the group for the next 2 years. So it's a big responsibility, it's a big honor, and I'm really excited. To be honest, I'm looking forward. I want January to arrive to start preseason.
We're almost there anyways. Yeah. Oh, this way. As you can see, it's really pretty. Yeah. It's so close. What a sight to see, maybe a minute and a half away from your house.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and you should see at night. At night is amazing because every day the stadium is they have different light, different colors, and I think it fits perfectly in the architecture of the city. We have a fantastic stadium, to be honest.
When they say dream about the job you want, or visualize the job you want, and this is the best way you can do it.
It's true.
Literally looking at the building. As we see BC Place behind us, and you're excited, the new role, you want January to come. What can fans? You're hit with the fans. You're hit with the media. You're hit with us. You're hit with the players because you are true to who you are. Yes. You're a person who's authentic, and you love the game of football or soccer, right? Yeah. And for you, what is your message to fans out there, and what you plan to bring next season?
Well, what we plan to bring is like the same excitement that we did in the last few games here at BC Place, and try to show the fan that it wasn't just a fluke or something that happened for like a magic of a season or a magic of a few weeks, but we need to be consistent in that. And so what we can promise to the fans is that we'll work to keep trying to have an attractive style of football, to create connection with them. But on the same time, we're going to need them. We're going to need them like we needed them this year to make all these results in BC Place and make the playoffs. So we're going to put 100%, and they are going to put 100% too.
And now that this is actually going to be our home stadium and not RSL.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge advantage, yeah, for sure.
And you know, people know your style. You've said it from the beginning that you just want to concentrate on coaching, nothing of the other part. Where does that mindset come from? Where did you learn that that's what you wanted, and how did that become your coaching style?
Well, it becomes because, first of all, you need to be ready and I would say even willing to do the thing that you're good at. And I think that I'm good at coaching players, improving the team, and organizing the team on the field. And I haven't been in my life just a great scout or a great manager thinking about dealings and everything. The second thing is also recognize who's part of the club. We have a sporting director, we have a very good scouting team, we have a management team, the other team that can help us in choosing the best player for the team. So of course I'm going to be involved in the sense that those are the needs, that's what I'd like, but you need to trust and rely to other people, because it's like on the field for a player. Even if a player doesn't trust and rely on the other teammates on the field, it's not going to be successful.
Now, I know I brought this up. You know, you get that job. Who did you call first, and what was their reaction?
My dad. I called for I said, oh, you know, in 2 days I'm going to coach the team, and you know, I don't know if I can say I'm my pants a little, and you know, and my dad said, hey, no, hey, just be who you are and keep doing it. That's the thing that you wanted to do since you started in soccer. So yeah, you know, just enjoy the opportunity. And then the second one, I think it was my wife, and she was like, oh, okay, yeah, come on, let's go.
What's new? She doesn't even. So that was when you got the acting head coach job.
Yeah.
What happened when you signed that contract for being the real head coach, and that's it? Like, that's the contract. Did you call your dad back and be like, hey, I guess it worked?
Well, no, yeah, it was, but you know, it was late afternoon here in Vancouver, so it was night in Italy. So the first thing it was with my wife, that of course we talked before, because you know, it's like my wife is the most important person in my life. It's my first advisor and everything. So we talk about everything, and we say, hey, it's a fantastic offer, it's a fantastic opportunity, stay here. We both love the city. So what we did actually immediately, we opened a bottle of wine, and we had a glass of wine together to celebrate. And and then the next day in the morning, I called my family to tell them. Yeah.
What was their reaction?
They were very excited. They were very proud. I told them, hey, don't put anything on social media, don't tweet anything, because it needs to be official in a few days.
Yes.
But you know, no, they were all happy, and you know, it's a good moment, but it's a moment that make you realize that okay, I've reached something, but now it's a starting point to something more.
It's go time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for taking us on the walk to BC Place and allowing us to see the magic it takes from you to go to your house to here. One last question. I know this is a new neighborhood for you, and you walk out and you see it. What's one word you can describe about BC Place?
What BC Place is iconic, I would say. That's the one word. If you look at any picture of Vancouver, downtown Vancouver, and you see the stadium there, anyone who loves sports, not only soccer, who loves sports, is going to be, I would say, so attracted by this place. And the location also is right downtown the city. It's iconic, and the behavior of our fans. If our fans are going to do the same thing that they did in the last games, especially the last game against Seattle, it's going to become iconic, not only for the structure, but for the environment that is inside.
The fortress, as we were getting. With the fans, though, I've seen people scream Andiamo to you on the street.
Yeah.
How does that feel that you've become an icon yourself?
Well, I don't know if an icon, but you know, like people now sometimes recognize me, and you know, it's a good sensation. It's nice. It's nice. I say every time, it's nice that a lot of people, they stop me and they say, hey, we're very happy because the team is working a lot and the team is it gave us joy. So if you participate a little in the joy of the people, it gives you so much satisfaction and also so much responsibility to give you 100% every time. So I'm so happy that we created this connection, and I'm sure that we'll keep with this connection in the future.
Well, thank you, Vanni, for this. I really appreciate it. And there you have it, your new head coach of the Vancouver Whitecaps FC. Thanks so much.
Andiamo!